Well, you know us as Joe
and Shane,
because we are
the Gold Guys.
Over the years, we've seen a lot of coins, both precious metal and non-precious metal. With seeing so many coins, we've also seen a lot of mistakes. Today, I want to walk you through some of the most common mistakes we've seen when it comes to coins. First, non-precious metal coins. First common mistake I see is people believing that their coins are precious metal when they really aren't. The coins I see this most often with are various types of dollar coins, such as Eisenhower dollars. There are some silver Eisenhower dollars. Check out this video for more information on that. Sacagawea dollar coins, the presidential series dollar coins, and a few others in there. Another type of coin we see frequently is one that I'll call the almost silver coins. These are coins that are made soon after 1964 or 1969 in the case of half dollars. These coins are old enough where people mistakenly believe that they were precious metal, but sadly just barely too new to not be. Finally, I also see a bunch of nickels, namely buffalo nickels. Partially because some people believe that they're precious metal, and partially because people think they're old, they must be worth something. And on that note about something being old, the second most common mistake is that old doesn't necessarily mean rare or valuable. We see it all the time. People bring in coins that they think are old, expecting to get a lot for them. The thing is, old doesn't necessarily mean rare or valuable. Take Morgan dollars, for example. I see coins from 1887 fairly frequently, and while they're fairly old, they aren't particularly rare. At the time of recording this, premiums on these coins aren't higher than average junk silver, so they're treated just like any other piece of junk silver, even though they are fairly old. The next common coin mistake I see is people often overestimate the condition of their coins or completely ignore condition where it matters. Most of the time, especially when dealing with fairly standard junk silver coins, dimes, quarters, half dollars, dollar coins, stuff like that, it's fine to see if they're a little beat up from use. Just know that you're not going to get any extra for them. If the coins are in good condition, you might get a little bit more. Where condition really matters is for pure coins like silver eagles, more standardized bullion like gold Liberty Head eagles, or rare coins like Carson City Morgan dollars. For these, condition can be the difference of a couple $100s or more, especially for higher end coins, or potentially just a couple percentage points of cheaper coins. Take note of any milk spots and tarnishing on silver coins, copper spots on gold, and any scratches, dings, dents, or even fingerprints on your coins, since these can potentially decrease the value of your coins. The fastest way that many people will ruin the value of their coins is to put them in pendants, which is mistake number 4, coins as pendants. For a long time, there's a trend to put coins in bezels and wear them on a chain as a pendant. This immediately wrecks the value of the coins. It can rub off material from the rims of the coins, exposes them to the elements where they can be damaged more easily, and much worse. What's worse is when I see someone walk in who has punched a hole in the coin to turn it into a pendant itself, not even putting it in a bezel, just punching a hole straight through it. This turns a perfectly good coin into scrap, and you lose any premium that you might have gotten for the coin. Now, I've talked a lot about the physical reasons why your coins might not be worth what you think they are, and I want to touch a little bit more on the digital reasons, namely, coin mistake number 5 is Google Lens, CoinScope, CoinID, and other coin scanner apps. Coin scanners like these are quite bad at judging the value of your coins just from what I've seen. Customers come in all the time saying their coin is rare and worth $50,000, according to this app that they used. And none of the coins I've ever seen have ever been particularly rare or as special as customers think they are. For one, many of these apps aren't looking for precious metal values, and instead are trying to look for errors, misprints, etc. But they don't even do a particularly great job at that, and many of them don't identify coins correctly at all from what I've seen. Another culprit for inflating customer expectations is mistake number 6, eBay pricing. When a customer has a coin they think might be valuable, many of them make their way over to eBay to look up their coins to see what they might be worth. For example, one might look up their Sacagawea dollar and see it's selling for $30,000 on eBay. Here's what's often happening. They're Googling what's the value of X coin, and eBay listings pop up with a massive dollar figure. However, these are coins that haven't sold. Anyone can list their coin on eBay for $30,000, but that doesn't mean that it's going to sell for $30,000. If you want to use eBay as a source to get a rough pricing for your coins, then go to eBay, search for your item, and filter items by sold items. That way you can see what people are actually buying and selling your coin for. One final mistake I see, not too often, and it's an understandable mistake for sure. 7, trusted versus untrusted coin grading agencies. There are plenty of coin grading agencies out there who will gladly take your coin, put it in a pretty case, and slap a label on it, mimicking the grading standards of the 2 top grading companies, NGC and PCGS. If you're buying or selling coins from any other grading company aside from NGC or PCGS, even if the coins look good, there isn't going to be a business that's going to trust these secondary grading companies as much as they would trust NGC or PCGS. Say you bought 2 graded coins, one from NGC and the other from a secondary grading company, both marked as MS67. you're not going to get nearly the same premium you might get on that secondary graded coin versus what you might get for the NGC coin. In summary, there are 7 coin mistakes I see fairly often. 1. Mistaking non-precious metal coins for precious metals. 2. Old doesn't necessarily mean rare or valuable. 3. Condition mistakes. 4. Setting coins as pendants. 5. Trusting coin scanner apps. 6. Trusting eBay. And 7. Using secondary coin grading services. If you found this video interesting and you want to sell your precious metal coins, stop by one of our stores or order a mail-in kit from our website. Or if you're interested in buying coins, check out our site goldguysbullion.com for the best prices on bullion.